Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's time for the Monday Minute Team Building Tips. Okay, I'm Gale Bates, international business coach for leaders in direct sales, where I help leaders build $1 million teams so they can make a difference for others. That's my motto, making a difference for others. So we have been going over helping your team members with Hostess coaching, and I've been going through a whole series, 7 ways to help your team members really beef up their parties and have successful parties, all because they worked with their hostess. Hostess coaching is what the cornerstone of every successful party. And I have a couple of interesting things to share with you today. But first of all, we're going through these 7 steps. So the first one was build a BFF, best friend forever relationship with your hostess. And I went over that. That is just absolutely key to having that connection with your hostess. Is when you and she truly are on the same vibes, and it's a magical thing. Next, we talked about what I call the 3 connect formula. You really have to make sure you're in sync with her. And if you go through, I have a formula where we connect 3 calls before the party and actually go through each one of those calls and what to say on each one of those connects. They don't have to be calls. They could be texts or they could be instant messages. One of them should be a phone call. Then we talked a lot about outside orders. I call these golden because outside orders, when you work with your hostess and getting outside orders, and make sure you stay till the end today. I have a really great testimonial from one of my clients that did this with the outside orders. Outside orders are golden because they're people you've never met. You get an order from them, you start to build a relationship, they're your next booking, or maybe even your next recruit. And then there's the hostess packet. What's in your hostess packet? So important to have. And we went over an actual flyer that you have that I recommend you put in every hostess packet. And then we talked about getting the right people to the party. This is like the attendance of who is at the party and how to get the people. I mean, we want to have people who want to love your product and want to buy your product, but there's a way to do it. And it's about asking the hostess questions about her guests that she wants to invite. So we went over that in detail. So now we're up to number 6, okay? And today I'm going to share with you it's a technique that it's not my idea, but it's an idea that I found in my busy experience in working with all of my hostesses that truly works. And I always pass it on to my coaching clients, and it really does work for them. So it's called, what I call it is the Hostess Check 6 game. What you do is you give the hostess 6 things to do, and if you give her 8 things to do, and if she actually does 6 of these 8 things, you give her a special gift, something major because if she does 6 of these 8 things, you are going to have a successful party. So I'm going to go over that 8 things. You might want to write them down because they're really important. So the first one is you ask her if she holds her party on the date it is originally booked, the time and the day. That's one of the things for her to check off, because so many times they want to cancel, they want to postpone. This gets your party holding on the date it's originally booked. The second one is to have 6 or more guests attend. You and I know if you have 6 or more guests attend at a party, you're going to have successful sales at that party. And the ideal home party is 8 to 10 people. But if you have at least 6 there, it's going to be a great party. So that's another thing for her to check off. The third thing is that for her to have sales of $500 or more at that party. Now, that's really important because, for her to have $500 or more, because she gets more free product. So it's part of the checks. So that's the third thing to check off. The fourth thing is that at her party, you get 2 confirmed bookings. When she knows that's part of the the game, part of the checking off, she's going to be encouraging some of her friends to book because she wants to get 2 from that party. Again, it's making you have a successful party. Okay. Number 5 is to invite 3 guests you've never met before. Now, I actually recommend you do this with every hostess. This is how you expand your business. Imagine doing 52 parties a year and meeting 3 people, that's 1 a week, meeting 3 people that you've never met before, how much you're expanding your business. So it's another great way to expand your business and another great thing for her to do to check off if she's working to have a successful party. Number 6 is to make an appointment with her to hear more about the business opportunity. Now, many hostesses may not do this, but if you have 50% of your hostesses do this, you will begin to recruit those hostesses. It's a great check on this party game. Okay, number 7 is refer a friend to me who wants to join. Now, she may know of somebody, she may be inviting somebody who's needing extra income, and when she refers that friend, she gets to check that off this list. And number 8 is to have over $200 in outside orders before the party. That goes back to what we talked about in outside orders. So that's number 8. At the checkoff. Okay, so you have got those 8 checkoffs. If she does 6 of those 8, you have a very special gift for her. And so, you want her to win. She wants to win. It's a win-win situation because a successful party is about having $1,000 in sales, getting 2 bookings, and finding recruit leads at your party, at least 3 people that you can begin to share the business opportunity with. Okay, this is our party business model. So that's my tip for the day, the Hostess Check 6 game. And I have to share with you, one of my clients emailed me this morning. We have a Monday morning check-in with my clients where they are accountable to checking in with me every Monday so I can help them with their business. And today she said she had a party last week, and the hostess had a ton of no-shows. So she just had 2 people turn up, and she was really upset. But it turned out to be a $600 party because she had worked the Hostess Check 6 game with her. And this lady had collected 11 outside orders that added up. So the party was over $600. So you can see how this game, this Check 6 game, can be extremely beneficial for you to work with every one of your hostesses. Okay, so pass this along to your team members, or even have them come back and listen to this video today on learning about those 8 things they can ask a hostess to check off, a little list to check off so that they can have successful parties. Hey, Dawn. Lovely to see you. I'm glad you're liking these tips. Thanks for being on today. And hey, Dee, glad you've joined also today. If you ladies have a comment, just comment below and I'll try to answer any of your questions. What obstacles are you having, Dawn, so that I can share those with you today? But okay, so we are up to number 6, and next Monday we'll be talking about number 7, which is a great one for hostess coaching. But I do want to make sure that you download if you'll notice in the post, there is a hostess coaching assessment test. And you can actually download that for free, because what this does for you, it helps you go through all of these tips that I've talked about with you over the last few weeks, and assessing yourself. How good are you? And I tell you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? And so what I do is if you go through this, it really gives you an idea of what it is you need to do to step up your game with hostess coaching. Building that BFF relationship, if that's what's lacking, if you're finding that it's hard for you to build that relationship, that's something you want to work on. It says, was it successful in the hostess achieving free products and half price products? Are you successful with that? Are you, are you setting that goal for her to have so much in free products, and working on that goal as a partnership together? Okay. So one of the other questions here, was I successful in securing a booking with the hostess before the party? And I share with you how to do that, okay? So that's important, because it's working with the hostess and saying just that one question, which I've shared with you. Susie, who do you know, which one of your guests that's coming would be your first booking, so that we know she's going to get those extra half-price items. So again, it's did I work with my hostess and how to look after the guests when I'm taking orders? That's a really crucial part of your party and part of your hostess coaching. So make sure you download this hostess coaching assessment test, because it's truly going to help you, step up your game with your hostess so that you can have successful parties. Okay, so thanks so much, Dawn. Okay, I've got a question here. Dawn, narrowing down what is the best way to coach? The check 6 is a great start. Yes, try the check 6. Go back over this if you need to go through those 8 items. And as I said, my client this week had a great successful party because she worked with this check 6 game. Okay, everybody, have a great Monday. Thanks for being on today. It's so great to talk to you all. And I'll be back next Monday with tip number 7. And then we'll start a whole new series. So this is Gale Bates with MyMentorBiz.com signing off. Thanks for the hearts. I really appreciate them. And I'll be talking to you next Monday. Have a great week, everyone.